Hi, Nick here, and I'm going to walk you through a quick kind of acoustic version of Tool's song Schism that isn't very faithful to the original, but could be a lot of fun to play. Now, the nice thing about this song is that it's based in fairly traditional open chord notes and intervals. In fact, the main riff that plays over the verse, over the chorus, over the bridge, and at the end are all fairly standard open chords. We're looking at minor sevenths, suspended fourth chords. So it's actually a fairly easy song to transpose to a finger-picking or strumming context that's based around open chords. Now for the intro, I'm going to play like this. I'm going to go from the A minor seventh, right, to the minor third, second, fourth. And I'm going to keep to the original key for now. What I'm going to do is that because the song's in D minor, I'm going to place a capo on the 5th fret and then play an A minor shape, right? So that's kind of, I'm not playing the low string, I'm going O2-2-1-0, right? That X, O2-2-1-0. So it's an A minor shape, but I'm really playing a D minor. And here's how we would play the kind of verse riff. And here's the change, where the change is from the D minor to the A minor. And those are the two parts of the verse riff. And you can either play that with kind of a finger-picking style as I just did, or you can strum it. And again, it's really based off the A minor seventh and a hammer on to the octave, minor third, half step down to the second, then the fourth, right? Right? So I'm kind of letting go, pulling off with the index, then using my pinky to grab the fourth. Here's a bit different. Got to use the pinky on the 4th fret because the minor is an open string on an E minor, and I got to flatten that. I have to go get the second on the 4th fret over here. But otherwise, it's the same intervals, so the riff is just mirrored. Once you play it in D minor, you play it in A minor. The nice thing about playing it with open chords, I can move my capo, I can play it in a different key if my vocal range is not as good as Maynard's. Boom. We have this a nice open chord transposition of the verse riff of Tool's Schism, and I can also strum it. Let's go back to the D minor key, capo at the 5th fret. This is a bit blasphemous, right? Because I've totally abandoned at this point the time signature of the song, which Tool is famous for. But in the context of like an open mic, it can be kind of fun to play it in 4/4 because everyone recognizes the song, but now they don't have to clap around to 9/8 or whatever's going on in it. Okay, so you can play the verses, the I know the pieces fit, over this arrangement. Right? So I know the pieces fit. Right? And so that's the verse. And so let's look at some of the other sections of the song. Very quickly, the poetry that comes from the squaring off between bit, different decisions you can make there. I like to just kind of finger pick it also. So all I'm doing here is, relative to the capo, I'm playing A minor, C, D, hitting the C again on the way down and back to the A minor. I'm using the open chord names, though of course we are in the key of D minor because of the capo, so really in actuality we're playing D minor and F, G. So we could say, the poetry that comes from the squaring off between and the circling is worth it, finding beauty in this dissonance. Right, and there you have that little first kind of bridge part. Okay, what about this famous bit in the middle where things really slow down as we head towards that that kind of outro sequence, right? It's in, so the main riff of the song, the main verse goes from A minor to, sorry, from D minor to A minor. And the kind of spacey bridge part that serves as a kind of a bridge between the two main parts of the song is played in the A minor. Now the nice thing about this, you can also fingerpick it because all the intervals are the regular intervals you'd expect of open chords. So you just play your regular E minor shape and you hit that 5th string down here. Then at the 3rd fret relative to the capo, open again, last string, and that's at the 2nd fret, 1, 2, 3, 4th string. And you gotta go take it on and off. And that's the whole thing. They go down at some point. Then you just kind of hit at the 1st fret. And that's that bridge, so you can kind of play it slowly and deliberately. Cold silence has tendency to atrophy. Right? As you see, works quite well. And then we're building this crescendo up to the between supposed brothers, which is, again, now you can start strumming these open chords, making the transition from the finger picking section to this kind of climactic end section. So here we're playing C, G, D, E minor, and of course these are the open chord shapes. Capo's on the 5th fret, where it's actually like F was a C, but just remember the shapes are your C shape, G, D, E. Between supposing brothers. Sorry for my voice, I haven't warmed up, I'm just kind of doing this video as quick as I can. Then you go to the A, and then you can D, C, B, and A. And then he says, I know the pieces fit, so I kind of finger pick here, take the D shape, and then I walk down with this finger, the B and the C and the A. I know the pieces fit, I know the pieces fit, and I know the pieces fit. And then outro, big strum on the A, B, and G. That's it. And that's how I play Tool Schism. Oh, there's one last thing. What about that cool opening bass riff? That's how. I'll put the tab below. Thanks for watching.